Hey guys, it is Tristan with Nerdette's NewsStand, and I want to kind of revisit this. Now, I did an initial reaction to this trailer for the new Warriors, the awesome new Warriors trailer that came out 2 days ago. Now, I want to kind of talk about the reactions I've seen, and I want to talk about a couple other things that have to do with the comic book industry that is just showing how bad it is. And this is coming from somebody who generally tries to be super optimistic, because I honestly, looking forward, I don't know what I'd do if the comic book industry would fail. It's been such a huge part of my life for so long. So let's talk about the new Warriors first. I mean, Marvel has like 10 different New Mutants titles. So yeah, I'm not even going to talk about the X-Men because I gave up on them a long time ago. We've seen this polyamity, and you know what? Let's just talk about the subject at hand. So, I want to talk about the characters a little bit more in depth. Now, I have seen quite a few reactions when it comes to this, even in my comment section. You see the people within the LGBTQ community hating it. They also hate me, but you know what? Okay. They are coming even into the comment section saying how disrespectful this is. And I get it. It is, in a way. It's a slap in the face because you're using such stereotypes that you are so diverse, you have no white people. Fine, I don't care. That's cool. You do you, boo. But when you are taking a, look at a group of people, and the artist, I forget his name. I'll put it up on the screen. He is actually gay. Great. He's talented. Great. He made Wonder Woman a male. Sure, whatever. Anyways, talking about these characters. So, when you're insulting a community, in a way, by using such stereotypical things, you're not going to do well with that community. When you are using the go woke, go broke community, and I'm talking about people like The Quartering, Zach, myself, Geeks and Gamers, people that don't enjoy the pandering. When you're talking about that community and using them, and that's kind of what they're doing, as free marketing, I see that. You really think this is going to work? You know what? It may work for issue 1. And the only reason I say that is because so many people are going to buy issue 1 to see how bad it is. And it's going to be bad. And they'll probably finish out the miniseries. And it'll decrease so much. But the problem here lies in, so we have this announced, and then we also had America coming back. America, just after revealing safe space, screen time, yeah, Snowflake, America is returning, America Chavez. Now, the only good thing is Gabby Rivera is not in sight. That's a great thing. Doesn't make your character good. Marvel, you need to use this time that everybody is in chaos is a time of reflection. And realize you are doing this to yourself. I'm almost at the point where I'm getting tinfoil hat theories that they're trying to go out of business. But you know what? I would not be surprised. And it's so weird when you look from one side of the coin to the other, where you're talking about Marvel, then you go to DC, because DC is revamping things. Now, 5G has been kind of revamped, pushed back. We've had Scott Snyder saying that death metal is going to be a lot bigger because Dan Didio is gone. Not only that, but when it comes to the June solicitations, there is no Generation 2 within it. So it looks like they are rethinking a lot of the mistakes they've done. And you know what? That's great. They're learning from their mistakes. And Marvel comes out with Safe Space. Come on. You have to realize at some point you're doing injustice to your own. You're insulting your fans. That's what you're doing. And it's funny when even Rich Johnson says the same thing. Oh, there is such a problem here. So I'm going to talk about screen time for just a second. Why would you ever create a character that was created by internet gas, whatever that is, and then call him screen time when basically he's Ben 10? Do you remember Ben 10? He was so cool. Shut up. He had a watch. Well, this guy's got the glasses instead. So I'm not exactly sure why you think these are original ideas, because they're not. They're just simply not. And then, the biggest thing, you gotta look at that. You gotta just do me a favor. Just, what is his name? Kibblesmith. look on YouTube, type in how brothers and sisters really act, and then rethink that photo, because that is, screaming Quicksilver and Wanda all over again, and we are not going to talk about that one bit. Oh, if you're going to do twincest again, I am out. I am so far out. I am in Mexico. Anyways, it's funny though when you see everybody hate it. Marvel doesn't make a big splash. DC doesn't make a big splash with new introductions for two reasons. There's two reasons it looks so good. Like with Absolute Carnage, that everybody's talking about it, or it looks so bad. Honey, you have done the wrong thing. It looks so bad when your community that you're trying to pander to is hating it. And I don't think it's one of those situations where it's like, you didn't do enough for us, which, like with them, it's always like, inclusive is not inclusive enough. You can never do enough. I actually don't see it that way this time. I see it more as the format of, it's kind of insulting. It really is. Like, yeah, you subverted expectations. You did good. Offensive and defensive powers. You subverted our expectations so much, you gave a masky, burly man pink. Like, come on, quit. You're so demeaning to so many people. And this is this is Marvel 2020. Let's be real. This is Marvel 2020. We've got people saying the first non-binary superhero in Marvel, and they named him Snowflake. No, this is not a joke. No, it's not a joke. And that's why, actually, I thought it was a parody. Like, if it was released on April 1st, it would have been so good. Like, you could have done the best April Fool's joke of the year, and nobody would have known you were serious. But you knew better, because people would not take it for real. The entire comics community uniting and roasting the hell out of Snowflake in safe space is one of the greatest things I've seen in years. Yeah, with the big bug going around, this is actually kind of cool to see, because you see these, it's usually very divisive, right? People either want this kind of representation or want this kind of representation done correctly, I guess is the best way to put it. If you want representation, I don't care. Just don't do this, and don't change original characters. And they, you know what, for what it's worth, they didn't change any original characters. I will give them that. They created new characters. I will give them all of that. But this is real. Like, you can't be serious with us. Even so, June Schuonhan, and I actually really, and you know what, I used to like her a lot more. She became a Bernie bro and just kind of got, what's the best way to put it? Ridiculous. Anyways, so I don't mind her though. She says, MFers are named Snowflake in safe space. This is absolutely bait for the get woke, go broke people, because they know that's the only way they will get publicity, and you cannot convince me otherwise. 100%. 1,000,000% agree. You can't get publicity for one of two ways. It has, like I said, it has to be great, or it has to be outrageous. And this is outrageous. And they are getting so much publicity. Like, it's not even just comics people. I'm seeing just, culture people doing this. And I find it hilarious because, and then you have the comic people who are like, New Warriors were so fantastic. Like, come on, let's all be real here. We're all friends. New Warriors were okay. They weren't that great. There was a couple good arcs. There was a couple good issues. Night Thrasher was cool. Nova was cool. But they were not everybody's favorite. Like, I had like 10 people in the comment section. Like, like 30 people. I loved it. They were my favorite. Let's be real. You like them. They're nostalgia bait. But if you go back and read them now, they're just kind of meh. Yeah. So, even so, it's still like, they were done correctly. They were diverse. They were kick-ass. They were kind of like everything that SJWs want nowadays, done correctly. And had they done this again, it could have been really, really good. But of course they didn't. This is the best one. This is the best tweet in the last one I would show you. Why on earth would you name Marvel's first binary or non-binary character Snowflake in safe space? Not sure if it's purposeful, but this just reads like a piss take at a glance. I genuinely thought it was a CG project. You know what? I can see that. Like, some of the books are really good. Like, I did see just Zach's doing Pandemic. Looks fantastic. I love the idea of it. There's some really great books out there. Xenotype, Von Klaus. There's some really good CG projects. So, but I can see somebody doing this. Like, I can see somebody making a parody out of these Twitterati, and it would have been probably pretty funny. But it's real. It's real. Oh my God. I couldn't love it more. I could not. So good. So I just kind of wanted to revisit that. Oh, one thing I want to talk about before I go away here is now, because of everything going on, like, I was okay when they pushed back this movie or that movie or whatever. Now they push back Free Comic Book Day. It's postponed until later this year, probably in the summer. And I'm like, no, come on, you gotta be kidding me. So I have a feeling, I'm not sure what they're going to do, but I wonder if it's going to push back the whole generations. Like, the whole 5th generation, we're going to get it pushed back. Kind of works out in their favor. They can rework it, because the first one was supposed to be Generation 0. So, yeah, you messed with the wrong person. I'm so sad. Like, that's the biggest thing that's been pushed back that bugs me. But even so, I just want to let you guys know that I've seen that. Let me know what you think about Snowflake and Safe Space and how brave and stunning they are. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Hey guys, I want to give a huge shout out to my Subscribestar and Patreons. You guys literally make this channel possible. Black Knight Fool, Brucey, Chris C, Dave Ross, David L, Jeffrey Allen Carnes, Sanjuro, Jeremy Burtz, Joe Bustify, Kato Round, Magical Exotic Diamonds, Mighty Pauls, Mike Buckner, Robert, Steve Glasker, Timothy French, Ala's Matt Films, Alexander Trapp, Way Else One, and Troy Reiser. You guys are absolutely amazing, and I want to say thank you to each and every one of you. Don't forget to subscribe and like on the way out, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.